Hello students. Now we are going to study the next exercise of this course extension 1 that is exercise number 3 and 4 study of rule sociology. Now in last exercise which is related to only the study of sociology, in that we have discussed about the meaning definition of sociology and plus we have discussed the definition and scope of the rule sociology in last video. Now, remaining part of rule sociology, we are going to study in this exercise. Basically, this third and fourth exercise consisting on the meaning definition of rule sociology, scope of rule sociology, and importance of rule sociology. So, these four aspects are there in this third and fourth exercise. But one part of the this exercise, that is the scope of rule sociology and definition, we have discussed in a previous video. Now in this video just we are going to discuss the importance of rule sociology and interrelation between rule sociology and extension education. So that we are going to discuss in this exercise. Okay. So let us study the rule sociology. First of all, just we have overlook on a definition and then we will go to the definition scope and then we will start with the importance of rural sociology. Okay. Relationship of these groups. Okay. Now, after that we have discussed the definition, that is, it is scientific study of people in group relationship. Then we have discussed about the rule sociology. So it is the systematic study of people, but which people who are living in rural area and depend on agriculture. It is the scientific study of people in group relationship. Basically it focuses on people who are living in a rural area. Then we have discussed about these different definitions of rural sociology. I have told you that you have to focus on this definition. All the four are important from objective point of view, but in exam if it is asked to write the definition of rural sociology, then you have to write this one of Stewart, that rural sociology is the study of rural population, rural social organization and social process which are operating in a rural society. Then we have discussed about the scope of rural sociology. So in exam there will be the question that what is the give the definition of rural sociology, explain scope and importance of rural sociology. So that we have discussed in a last lecture up to the scope of rural sociology. Now another part of that question, that is the importance of rural sociology, that we have to discuss. So what is the importance of rural sociology? Basically we have discussed that rural sociology is useful to generate the information of rural society, and based on that rural information we are able to prepare the development program for that rural area. So rural sociology presents the scientific picture of the rural life. It presents the scientific picture of rural life, that means it tries to generate the information of rural society, and based on that information we are able to plan the development program. Villages are very important for a variety of reasons, especially they are springs to feed urban areas. That means whatever the food is there, it is going to be produced in a village areas only. And the study of that villages are much more important. And the study of villages is going to be carried out by the rural sociology. So we can say that rural sociology is important. It is a science of human relationship that we have discussed in a definition. Sociology is the study of the human being through relationship. So besides knowing the natural, unnatural, non-living things around a man has an urge to know the human relationship from close. Try to understand. A human being is much more interested to know the relationship which is present among the people much closely. He is interested in a relationship among the people, and that urge, that interest can be solved with the help of rural sociology. So we can say that it is an important one. Then majority of rural population, that we have discussed in the scope, that is 2/3 population is living in a rural area of the world. So in every part of the world rural population is more than urban population, and the study of that rural population is going to be carried out in rural sociology. So we can say that rural population is rural sociology is more important. Then it gives the complete knowledge of rural life, that we have discussed here, scientific picture of rural life. So first unit of development of village, development of country is the village. and the village is the center of the culture of the society. And rural sociology focuses on the study of the rural life. It focuses on the study of village life. So we can say that the rural sociology is much more important. Then another point is rural reformation. Rural reformation means rural sociology started with the aim of bringing reformation and welfare of the society. Reformation means reconstruction of society. Whatever the society exists today, we have to reform it, we have to reconstruct it, we have to change it so that the benefit we can able to bring the development of the society. So that can be possible with the help of rural sociology. So in which area we are able to do the reformation? One is organization. So village unit which seems to be disorganized. Village unit means, for example, what we can say, Gram Panchayat is there, society is there, farmer association is there, Shetkari Mandal is there, women organizations are there. Any village unit which seems to be disorganized, which is going to be disorganized or which is going to be not operate very well in society, that unit can be reorganized through the study of rural sociology. We are able to reorganize that unit with the help of rural sociology. How it can be possible? By bringing uniformity. If uniformity is going to be established among all the units, then they are able to do the task very properly. Also try to improve the coordination among the units. If we are able to improve the coordination, if we are able to set up the uniformity, it helps to bring the improvement of economic, social and health condition of the situation of the rural society. That means we are able to bring the development in a unit. We are able to, if we are able to make a coordination among the units, unity among the units, uniformity among the units, then ultimately or indirectly it helps to bring the development in economic, social and health situation of the society. So reformation in a organization, that can be possible. Then reformation in economic situation, that is economic betterment. Okay. So through detailed study of village problems and observation, whatever the problems are going to be find out after the study of rural sociology. So detailed study of that problems, detailed study of the observation, rural sociologies give stress on the importance of increasing quality and quantity of production. That means it try to improve the quality of production and increase the, not only increase the quantity, but increase the quality of production. And this, if the production is increased, quality is increased, this result into increasing the standard of living of the people. So that is reformation in economic situation. Standard of living increase, that means economic situation is going to be improved. To provide technology and systematic knowledge and reform the farm production. Reformation of farm production. How it can be possible? By providing technology, by providing systematic knowledge to the people. Basically, main occupation of 80% people in village is agriculture. So we have to provide them the technology, systematic knowledge regarding the agriculture. By that way, we can able to reform the farm production. Then solution of pathological social problems. Now, pathological social problems means the issues because of which the society is going to be disturbed, the issues because of which violence is going to be created in the society. So that is the pathological problems. So every branch of sociology try to study the relationship which are present among the people and solution of human problems. It always try to find out the solution of human problems. By that way, rural sociology examining the pathological problems which are present in the society, and based on the scientific methodology, it tries to suggest the solution to solve that particular problems. So that is the solution of pathological problems. That is the reformation. See, we have discussed about the organization, then economic betterment, then farm production, then pathological problems. So that we are able to reform. Then under reformation, education is there. We have to reform the education aspects. Basically, right now, from 2002, Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan program is going to be run. Why that program is going to be implemented by the government? To reform the education setup, especially in a rural area. So the improvement, progress and development of any community is depend upon education. If you want to make the society improve, if you want to make that society development in that society, so that can be only possible with the help of education. And because of that, rural sociologists try to give important less stress on education and for solution of that rural problems. That means it tried to reform the education system which is present in the rural area. Then under reformation, planning for development. Basically, rural sociology encouraged the development of various plans for rural development programs. That means it tried to provide the guidance, it tried to provide a motivation to prepare the various plans which are useful for bringing the development of rural area. And for making progress in the society, work is carried according to this plan. After the plans are going to be designed, right now I have told you that is Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan. So that is the program, that is the scheme, and according to that schemes, programs, the different work is going to be carried out in the society. So that is about the rural reformation. Under reformation, these are the different points. Now next point indicating the importance is the rural sociology. Try to develop relationship between villages and industry. That means different villages, different industrial area is going to be set up in rural society. For example, for that our government has launched the program like MIDC is there in Maharashtra, SAIS, Special Economic Zones. So these programs are tried to motivate the entrepreneurs to establish their industries in a rural area. And by that way, it tried to develop relationship among the villages and industries. So the villagers get opportunity, employment in that industry, and they will get benefit from it. And it is most important in agriculture countries. Agriculture countries, why? Basically 90% of progress of the world is depend on agriculture. If there is agriculture production, we are able to live in a society. Okay, so it is only the agriculture countries that people realize the importance of rural sociology. Why? Because rural sociology tried to bring the development of these rural people. It tried to reform the agriculture production. It tried to focus on solving the problems of the rural people. So, rural sociology is important in a agricultural countries, and especially in India, it is much more important. So, these are the points which try to indicate the importance of rural sociology. Now we will see the special importance of rural sociology in India. Basically only 4 points are there. Basically villages are the basic source of Indian culture. I mean, India is the country of villages. That means most of the people are living in rural area. The birth and development of the culture is took place in the village. And the development of that village is necessary, and it can be possible with the help of rural sociology. So, rural sociology is important in India. Indian sociology is rural sociology. Basically, if you want to carry out the study of the sociology in India, you need to carry out the study of rural sociology. Why? Because majority of people are living in a rural area. So, we can say that it is important. The complete knowledge of society is needed for the change agent or community development worker. The change agent, community development worker, that means the person, official persons who are trying to carry out work at village level. They need the complete knowledge of that society. Why? Because with the help of that knowledge, they are able to know the felt needs of the society. And this change agent, this development worker can try to satisfy that felt needs. To know the felt needs of the society, to know the knowledge of the society, community worker, change agents need to focus on the rural sociology. So the study of rural sociology is important for these people, and these people are trying to focus on solving their needs, solving their problems. And rural sociology can help in organizing the disorganized unit that we have already discussed in a reformation. So these only 4 points explain the importance for India. So basically when there is a question regarding the importance of rural sociology, up to these points you need to explain. But if it is asked, you explain the importance of rural sociology, especially in India, in that situation you need to explain these 5 up to these points also, and also you need to explain this importance for India. Okay. Now another part of this topic, and majority this question is going to be asked in exam. Majority it is asked, that is interrelationship between rural sociology and agriculture extension. Now we have discussed about the rural sociology, its meaning, definition, scope, importance. Also we have discussed about the extension, its meaning, definition, scope and importance. Now here we have to discuss the interrelationship. We are not going to discuss the difference. We are going to discuss the relationship which is present among the role sociology and extension. Okay. So let us see the first one, very easier. Majority it is going to be asked in exam. So it is the scientific study of law, structure, development of rural society, rural sociology. Always try to focus on study of the rural society. You try to study its laws, structure, development. Law, structure, development, that means whatever the organizations which are present, whatever the work is going to be carried out, it is going to be studied in rural sociology. Now what extension is going to do related this? It is informal education. Informal means without rules regulation. It is informal education for the people with view to develop the rural society on desirable way. Rural sociology here tried to study the development of rural society. Here it tried to carry out the development of rural society in desirable line. That is the main thing. It tried to carry out the development. Here it tried to study the structure and development. Second one, it studies the attitude and behavior of the people. It only studies the attitude behavior of the people. Basically, rural sociology tried to generate the information of the people. Now here in extension, it seeks, that means it tries to modify the changes, to modify or bring the changes in attitude and behavior of the people. Here it tried to study, here it tried to bring the change, or it tried to modify the change of attitude behavior of the people. Attitude behavior, that is nothing but the behavior complex. Third one, it study the interest needs of the society. Here, rural sociology, here extension, it helps rural people to discover their needs and problems. It helps them to find out their needs, find out their problems. But here it tried to study the interests and needs of the people. Now next one, rural sociology, it analyzes the relationship, group organization, leadership, which are present in that area. It analyzes, that means it tried to study the relationship which are present in the area, different organizations which are present in the area, leadership which is present in that area, social processes like cooperation, association, competition, etc., which are present in that area. It only tried to carry out the study of these things. Extension fosters means try to increase, try to boost up and utilize the village organization leadership, favorable social process to achieve the objectives of rural development. That means whatever the leadership is present in that rural area, it tried to use, extension tried to use that leadership to carry out the development programs. Are you getting? Whatever the processes are present in that area, that means cooperation, association, competition, etc., which are present among the rural people, extension tried to use that social processes to achieve the objectives. Favorable social process, positive process which are present among the people, it tried to use it for bringing the development of that area. Now here, rural sociology, study the social situation, assemble the social fact of the society. Study the social situation, that means it tried to present scientifically the present picture of that village or rural society. Here in extension, it makes the use of social data, whatever the data is generated here. Extension try to use that data for building the extension program for rural area, for building the extension programs or development programs for that rural area. And the last one, it investigates social, political, religious problems. That we try to find out the problems of that area, social problem, political problems or religious problem. Here in extension, it studies these problems with reference to their impact on village or work in village. If political problem is there, what will be the impact? If social problem is there, what will be the impact on that extension work? So that is going to be studied in a extension. Now here you can see that rural sociology just try to carry out the study of that particular thing. Attitude of the people, behavior of the people, organization of the people, leadership which is present among the people, or situation of the people. But here extension try to use that all these things for carry out the development program, for carry out the extension work in that areas. So that is the interrelationship which is present among the rural sociology and agriculture extension. Especially it is going to be asked in a final exam. So two questions are there in this topic. One, explain scope and importance of rural sociology, and second one, give the or explain the interrelationship which is present among the rural sociology and agricultural extension. So accordingly you need to prepare for these two questions, and definitions are going to be asked in a objectives as in fill in the blanks or etc. So accordingly prepare for this topic. Thank you.